Okay, I'm going to explain how to rotate a shape by a half turn. So the shape will have a dot on it. So you can see the dot here. So imagine that's pinning the shape down at this point, and you're going to rotate the shape 180 degrees. That just means a halfway round, as if it's stuck to the dot. So I've made another one I can put on top to try and explain it better. Okay, so imagine it's stuck there, and then you're going to rotate it 180 degrees round. And that's what your shape would look like if you turned it by a half turn. So what you're expected to do is copy out the original shape and then rotate it by 180 degrees. If you do that, your final shape will have half turn symmetry. So the shape we've just made now has half turn symmetry. Okay, for this one, I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to rotate this triangle by 180 degrees by a half turn. Okay, so I'll put two on top of each other and we're going to rotate it as if it's been pinned to that point, and then it would end up looking like that. And now that shape's got half turn symmetry. Here's a rectangle. The dot is in the centre, so if it's in the centre, it's nice and easy. When you rotate it, it'll just go right underneath. Okay, like that. And that would be your half turn to make that shape have half turn symmetry. If the dot was over at one of the sides, just say the dot was over at this side, then the shape would end up sticking out this way if it was pinned here. So just be careful with that. But because the dot's in the middle, it would just join up exactly like that. Now I want to discuss how to make a shape have 1/4 turn symmetry. So I've drawn a line with a little triangle at the top of it. If I was to rotate that by a quarter, it would turn it pointing east. And then if I was to turn it a quarter again, it would be south, and then again be west, and then back up to north. So that would make it have a quarter turn. So if you drew all four parts, it would look like this. And that's 1/4 turn symmetry. A quarter turn is the same as order 4 symmetry. So if you ever ask for the order, it's just, instead of the fraction, just tell me the number that would be at the bottom part of the fraction. So if it's a half turn, you would say order 2. If it's a quarter turn, you would say order 4. If it was 1/6 turn symmetry, you would say order 6. Okay, so the triangle, if it's an equilateral triangle, if all three sides are the same, it's going to have 1/3 turn symmetry. That means if I just turned this triangle 1/3 of the way around, it would look exactly the same. So we'd say it has 1/3 turn symmetry or order 3. So 1/3 turn symmetry or we can say order 3. The second one, the best thing to do is to count the corners at the top or at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we just turned this fraction 1/8 of the way around, it would look exactly the same. So this has got 1/8 turn symmetry. And we can also call that order 8. So if you ask for turn symmetry, you would say it's got 1/8 turn symmetry. If you ask for the order, you would say order 8. This last shape can be turned 1/4 and look exactly the same. So you would say it's got 1/4 turn symmetry. Or if you're asked the order, you would say order 4. So the turn symmetry just means if you turn them that fraction, it would look exactly the same. And the order is how many times the shape fits into itself exactly when you do it as you're turning it the full way round.